Today I'm going to be sharing my first instalment of my new ISA portfolio that is now on Interactive Brokers. I haven't really been posting that often recently, and quite honestly that's just because I've been a little bit unmotivated and a bit confused as to the direction of this channel and where I want it to go. So I thought I'd take the pressure off myself a little bit and just give you a portfolio update today and just share with you my starting point, really, exactly where I'm starting with my new portfolio that is within an ISA account. As I've been feeling a little bit lost of what sort of videos to post and what sort of videos you guys want to see, do let me know in the comments below what videos you like the best from me and what you want to see in the future of this channel. So yeah, any video suggestions, please leave in the comments below. Right, let's get on to the portfolio. Now, I've made a few videos previous to this where I've shared what companies I want to invest in and what sectors I want to be within my new portfolio that will focus on dividends. But it's not just exclusively dividend paying companies. I've also got an ETF in here as well, which I think is really important to have and I will carry on investing in. Please note that alongside this, I do also have some individual companies I still hold on free trade. And as well, I do have my ISA portfolio on Vanguard. I'm just not paying into it anymore as my ISA is now on Interactive Brokers. But yeah, without further ado, I'll record my screen and show you what this looks like. So here we are on the homepage of my Interactive Brokers portfolio. I've not really played around with the customization that you can have on this yet, so it's very basic at the moment. And another thing I will say is I've by no means finished this portfolio. It is very new. I've only put in, well, you can see here, 580 odd pounds worth into this portfolio. And that was a little while ago. I still need to make more investments and grow this over time. I did show you in my other videos the companies I wanted to invest in, and what you'll see is I've started doing that, but I've not yet covered all of them companies. And that's because I just want to build my position in a few companies first and then build up from that point. So what you can see on this homepage, similar to pretty much all other providers, is an overview. So you can see my how much I have in the portfolio, my return, and you can use the time frames to change what you're looking at, but this is 1 year, down by 3.49%. And then you can see a graph that just shows you how the performance has been doing. Like I said, this is really new, so it's not really that useful at the moment. But if I do month to date, yeah, you can see the general theme here. It is going down. You can change this to value as well and have a look how the value of your portfolio has been going. And if I scroll down, you can see here that you've got like a dashboard on here. You can see your top portfolio positions and just other things that you may be interested in. Like I said, I've not customized this yet. So what you can do is you can actually add certain things and remove certain things for what you want to see. Actually, one cool thing that Interactive Brokers do, and you can turn this off if you don't like it, but they send me an email whenever there's a change in the analyst's ratings of a position that I hold. So let's just say I hold Rio Tinto, which I do. If the analysts change their mind and now think this position is buy or hold or sell and that changes, they'll notify me and tell me, even if that is just one analyst changing their mind. What I'm not going to do is start jumping and selling every time I get that notification or buying every time I get that notification. But it's really cool. It's a good way to just see what's happening in the market without having to actually do thorough research each time, if that makes sense. So let's just say I get a notification to say 3 analysts have changed Rio Tinto from hold to buy. That might trigger in my mind that I may want to go and have a look into that and see if that is a stock I want to buy more at this time. But yeah, I haven't really had much time to play around with the widgets on this yet, but it's cool that you can do that. And also I have changed this to dark mode. You can switch it to light, which looks like this, but I personally prefer the dark mode. Anyway, I fear I'm going too much into detail about what the platform offers, so I'll do a whole different video on that. So let's just jump into my portfolio. So you see this tab at the top, I can just click that and it brings up my portfolio, and I have 3 tabs here. I have position, performance, and cash report. And up here, again, I have some details. So if we just scroll down, we can see the companies that I hold, the position in that company, the market value, the average price, and then any losses or gains in that company. So the first one I have is BAE Systems, and I hold 5 in that company. So that just means I've bought 5 shares in that company. And the market price, again, £37.80, blah, blah, blah. You can see all this. I'm not going to read out every single one, but let's just go through what I actually have in this portfolio right now. So I have BAE Systems, I have 5 shares. I have Tritax Big Box REIT, 16 shares. Diageo, 1 share. HSBC, 10 shares. National Grid, 3 shares. Rio Tinto, 1 share. Renewable Infrastructure, which is TRIG, 26 shares. And then last but not least, I have my VUSA, which is S&P 500 ETF. I have 2 shares. So right now, all in all, I have £580 in this portfolio, and I do plan to add to this. It's not staying like this. I'm very, very, very aware that if I held just this amount, my dividends from this portfolio would be like a penny a year. I know that is not going to really give me very much passive income. It's not, but I'm building on it, okay? I'm just a beginner here. And then we can click on performance. Again, this is what was on the front page, the overview page. We can change like many. You can just see how it's been doing. And if we just go down here as well, I really like this. It tells you, it shows you a pie chart of your holdings in your portfolio. So asset class, it tells me how many, the percentage of my portfolio that's in stocks and in cash and anything else I have, but I don't. It tells me the sectors I invest in and then the industries that I invest in as well. So yeah, that's really interesting. And it's a good oversight to see whether you have a diversified portfolio, a balanced portfolio, if that's something that you're interested in. And then you have this tab called Cash Report that just shows you how much cash you're holding. So earlier I said my portfolio is currently worth 580. I should have been a little bit more clearer. That does include any cash I have in the portfolio right now because that is an asset class. So I have £170.49 in cash and my investments as well. Quite honestly, I am going to be removing this cash and putting it into investments, and I'm going to be putting more money into this portfolio and again building up these positions. It's not going to stay like this. This is just the starting point and I'm going to build on it. I'm currently mainly using the mobile app, whereas this is the desktop app, but you can, there's probably a quicker way actually that I haven't yet found, but if you click on one of the holdings that you have, it will bring up the overview page. Currently I'm also logged in on my phone, so it's not showing me this, but it would show you more information if I was just logged in here. But what you can also see is any events that's happening in the company. So, you know, my interest would be in the dividends. As you can see here, BAE Systems are paying a dividend. So if we click on that, it gives us information. So the payment date is going to be the 1st of June. The ex-dividend date, which means when you had to have invested in order to get that dividend payment, is the 21st of April. So I will be entitled to the dividend coming up. But it will be very small, obviously, because I've not got much money in here. But that's quite cool. Like, I'm already going to be starting to build some sort of dividend that I'm going to then reinvest and build it up over time. I'll be doing one of these every single month to show you how this portfolio is growing, just like I was doing with my Vanguard. And next month will be a lot more interesting, I'm sure, as I would have had some dividends even maybe by then, and I would have put more money into this portfolio, perhaps even put myself into some new positions. Who knows? I'll keep you guys updated and I will track all of my dividends on a nice geeky spreadsheet. But yeah, I'll leave it there. In the meantime, if you want to watch any of my other dividend portfolio videos, please click here.